You need to stop worrying about shit you can't control. Patience is a virtue. 1 Samuel chapter 3, verses 1 through 14. Saul's lack of patience cost him the throne over Israel. All right. As disciples, we are called to be patient as we do the will of God, so that we might receive what is promised. Saul was impatient with God's timing. We often forget that there is going to be trials that will test your will to wait. When you pray that prayer, oh Lord, grant me patience, and then he gives you that trial to learn how to be patient. It's not the way you wanted to come in, or oftentimes it is the way you wanted to come in, but you just forget. You feel me? You pray that prayer, oh Lord, give me patient discernment, yada yada yada. Next thing you know, you at your job, they're telling you to do this, they're telling you to do that. During your walk with Christ, my experience, you are bound to experience uncomfortable experiences. Nothing about living life, how you're supposed to live life, is easy. Nothing about it is easy. But those experiences are for growth and not to keep you down. Those little problems you be facing right after you get through prayer, during prayer, whenever you're at work, or whenever you're driving, whenever you talking to folks, you catch yourself slipping up. That conviction that you get is not meant to put you down. Learn from your mistakes. Learn from your mistakes. Learn from your mistakes. Learn from your mistakes. Those are the lessons God has blessed upon you to give you the chance to grow. More times than not, when we don't get what we expect, we try to rush the blessing, even though we know blessings can't be rushed. But we aren't thinking about it at the time and, try to hurry it up. But what happens when God sees you just trying, and the only way for you to learn is the hard way, and he lets you get it early. You won't be able to maintain it the way God intended. You are no longer going by God's plan. You are going by your plan, which probably wasn't no plan. You just wanted to go. And that's about it. If you just decide to yourself to force it early, you will face repercussions of your swiftness. You probably weren't even ready for it. But you just couldn't wait, could you? You won't be able to handle it as well as you thought. You won't. And it falls apart and you start to realize that God doesn't make it just wait for no reason. But it's to build patience and strengthen your character for that said blessing. For example, say high school me. I want to play professional football, I still do. And instead of going to college, I'm doing what I need to do, understanding how life actually works in a different perspective. Instead of going through what God told me to go through, I decided to try it anyway. I try out. Let's say I make it, right? I wouldn't have had the mindset I do now. High school me wouldn't have the mental strength to consistently show up every day. I was slow. My mind wasn't in the right place. Towards the end of senior year, I was worried about some girl that I had no business worrying about. There were a bunch of I don't want to say categories, but there were a bunch of key instances where I know that will have me fall back. I would take that one step forward and be 10 steps back, all because I decided to go on my own time. As you can see, I chose God's timing, and it's built me patience. It's strengthening me and building my overall character. This is Romans chapter 8, verse 5. But if we hope for what we do not see, we will wait for it with patience. Just because you don't see it working in whatever plan you decide to make, it doesn't mean it's not going to work in what Jesus decided to make. You feel me? We're human. Oftentimes, our plan does not mix with his plan. And the only way that doesn't happen is if your plan is not based off what God has sent you, the Holy Spirit has put in your heart. All we think about is me, 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 me. The way God has it, he's going to use your career, whatever you got going on, okay? And he's going to put that towards the greater good. Not only for you, but for others as well. It's mainly for the rest of everybody else. Because I guarantee you, there's going to be somebody in your exact predicament. And they're going to be looking for someone like you. They're going to be looking for somebody's testimonial, somebody's life, to see if they're not the only one going. They don't want to feel alone. They want to know if they can really do this. And you might be the only Jesus that they see. You might be the only Jesus they see. And what I mean by that is, they might not even pick up a Bible. They might not even go to church. Misfortune, family curses, anything. And all they looking is for a light. And you, for all you know, if you listen to him and do the things that he tell you to do, now you don't have to, obviously, you have free will. But if you want things to go right, if you want to live through Christ himself, you would have to abide with what he says, or it's not going to work. You cannot play God. You cannot play God. If you think you can play God, you are a fool. You are a fool if you think you can play God. No one can play God. So, take that with what you will. Have confidence in God's plan more than your own. Because what he's got planned for you is 10 times greater than whatever you think you have planned. Whatever you think you got going on.